All right, guys, we're going to try something completely new on this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop. Because we got parts in, they're the right parts, and I think we're actually ready to work. Only one way to find out. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Pugliese Speed Shop. We're working on the OBS. Last week, we made some progress. It was a little frustrating, a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, but the lights aren't in the right place, but they all work. The left turn signal takes a little bit of a little jiggling, little one of those things we never know. Like, how do we figure these things out? It's like Fonzie turning on the jukebox, just dated myself. But anyway, you get it, right? Like, things don't work, we start to mess with it. So we know we got to, at a minimum, pull apart that turn signal switch and clean it. We'll probably try to do that before we just buy a new one because we haven't had the best luck with parts. So maybe we can take it. We'll take a look because we got to open that guy up anyways. And we'll talk about that later. Because before we do that, I really want to get everything else in here ready to go. We're going to pull this carpet up. We got the body plugs. We got some more insulation. And we got everything. That's over here. We got all this stuff cleaned up. We got the seat cleaned up. Like, we're ready to go. But we're not, because we got to kind of start over, right? It's one of those things. One of those projects you got to go a little bit backwards to go forwards. So before I actually pull that carpeting out, I'm going to finish wrestling that clip on the brake switch because it just makes sense. There's no seat in the way, but there is some carpet to lay on, a little bit of, a little cushion there. Work smarter, not harder. Well, we're back in the position, and we've been here for, 27 minutes, and finally got the clip in. So it definitely came out a lot easier than it went in, but she's all together. We're operational, and we're going to carry on. Yo. That was an ordeal. I couldn't imagine laying in here with the seat in here to get that done because freaking nightmare. The simplest thing, right? But that clip is strong. I'll tell you what. So it ain't gonna fall off. We're calling that done. We yank this carpet out and see what kind of work we got in store for us underneath. All right, so no big surprises over here. We know Nick already went through everything and took care of what needed taken care of. Laid all the kill mat down, which is awesome. It's nice and sound deadened, a little insulation, nice. So we got that going on. And this stuff, you guys already probably know this, but it doesn't need to be wall to wall. I mean, you can, most of this floor is covered, which is awesome. He also, you guys know this rocker, brand new, both of them are, along with this little guy. After he did that, there was some surface rust here. He rust converted it. We just shot a little Rust-Oleum over it for good measure. So that's all taken care of. So we got those body plugs in. They're right there. Throw one in here, and this one over here, guys, this probably would have been fine. The kill mat was over it and sealed real nice, but we're here. Eventually, we get a lot of rain around here. Eventually, it probably would have, started losing the adhesive or whatever, so we got like 50 or 100 of these things, something like that, so might as well knock it out while we're here. All right, got those two taken care of. Let me take you over to the other side. So I actually took care of these two first, make sure they're the right size before I put it on camera. But boom and boom, all done there. And then we did the same treatment with the Rust-Oleum over the rust converter. Just, all in a little good measure. And because I had some leftover paint, decided that those little bars here for the brake pedal and all that, again, they had a lot of surface rust. So once this black carpet's in here, actually before when it was in here, I saw that and it drove me nuts. So took care of that. Little details, guys. That's what sets it apart from, I don't know, one that doesn't have the little details done. Sounds accurate. I also noticed that we need to clean up in here. Oh, that's a brake pedal. See that there? There's a lot of crap in there, so I'm going to get the shot back, suck out those little holes, and then get ready to put this carpet back in. All right, we got a couple spots I do want to touch up. The kill mat is awesome, but you don't need to pay top dollar. Not that the kill mat's top dollar, but whatever. This is a little trick. It's ducting insulation. I'm just going to put up under the toe board here, because if you listen, kind of tinny, right, compared to, so a little piece up there should quiet that down. Give us a little more insulation. Should be good to go. This stuff is cheap, guys. I think kill mat for like a box of them, which will probably do most of this truck, is like 75, 100 bucks, 20 bucks for this roll. So you guys can do the math. Down there. Nice and stuck. See that there? Not different. Not better than it was. At a fraction of the cost. Trim that extra stuff off of there and call it good. I think I might put a little strip right here too. Why not? We already cut it. No reason to waste it. All right, so here's those two spots that I just right on that toe board there. This little spot here, and you know, not needed, but I did want to put it up there because that's a big difference. I don't know if you guys could hear it before, but it's definitely a lot better now. Yeah. Yeah, so that's actually the first time I've used this insulation stuff here. It ain't bad, but if I'm being honest, Kevin, you're not going to believe this, but I would actually spend the money for the kill mat. Just a little piece I trimmed off, like it wasn't going nowhere. It took some doing to get that off. This stuff, it is what it is, right? It's not actually made for it, so. But a little piece like I did there is, yeah, I'm not going to go out and spend. Well, it wasn't crazy money. I looked it up. This right here is this is 15. Yeah, 15 foot by 12 inches, so it's 15 square feet. Was $22 at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever it was. Where the kill mat for 25 square foot was $69, $70. So call it 70 on Amazon. So if you got the Prime, no shipping, you know. And honestly, I had to walk around the store about 6 or 7 times to find this stuff because it's not what you think it'd be. It's like in the plumbing section. I thought it'd be like with the ducting because it's duct insulation. So, and I'm not going to ask anybody because we don't do that, right? So, yeah, if I'm doing the floor, like, I mean, we got other projects, guys. So whenever I do the floor on those, I will spend the money on the kill mat. But this stuff right here, get you out of a jam, you know, fill little spots, but it's not, it don't stick as good as the other stuff is what I'm saying. I had to do some doing to get it to stick where I wanted it, and that's not the case with the kill mat. It's actually quite the opposite. Like, you better make sure wherever you put it the first time, that's where you want it for life. So, I saw it on Garage Squad a couple years ago. Figured I'd give it a shot. Took a shot, you know? Nice shot, kid.
Your mother told me she caught you by the bar today.
I was by the bar.
Tell your father the truth.
I was by the bar.
So why'd you lie?
I took a shot.
Want to do something here?
What am I gonna say? Took a shot. Nice try, son.
Thanks, Dad.
Lorenzo.
Let's put this carpet back in. Definitely goes in easier the second time. So guys, the battery died on the camera while we were working in there. I think you could tell from, we put in a little work, guys. We put in a little bit of work. Let's just say the seat's in. I'm about to show you. The seat belts are all hooked up, wiring's all legit. It was a little bit of a struggle to get the seat belt bolts in behind the seat, but we got her. And guys, I'm gonna tell you what, totally worth it. Guys, Nick set us up with some good bones. I mean, the dash is beautiful in this thing. He did the carpet, cleaned up the floors, all that. And just the finishing touches. The seat, guys, forget about it. Yo, this thing is beautiful. We got all the trim in. Everything's legit. It actually looks finished and like a truck. I mean, guys, I absolutely love it. You know, when I first got this thing, I was like, Nick, why'd you get the black carpet? I would have gone with gray. Nick, you nailed it, dude. The black carpet is perfect because, like, old Wade has been bitching about this interior, guys, because, oh, man, I got to put these back. We got new ones of these. We'll get to that, guys. I'm too excited to mess with it right now, right? Because these are light, right? This is dark. This is black. Well, the seat, light, dark, carpet black, it brings it all together. And I don't know if Nick saw that vision or black's usually the cheapest or whatever it might be. Dude, absolutely love it. This thing just looks amazing. I mean, the seat belongs in there. You know, it's made for this. Obviously, a couple models up from the old white trash, work truck edition. But, right? It looks like it was meant to be there. Kind of was. And what do you think, guys? Does it bring it together? I'm loving it. I've already sat in it, made some truck noises and stuff like that because it's awesome. Had to get a little more seat time, guys. Been a long time coming. I've been looking forward to using this seat for 4 years. I mean, before I even know this truck existed, right? But we got the armrest in full effect. I just got done making some car noises and whatnot, but I'm digging it. It looks great, but more importantly, it is stupid comfortable. So that's awesome. I'm told they're really durable. This thing's like 30 years old, still looks really good, so there's probably some truth to that. All that being said, the interior is not done. Clearly, like I pointed out already, I got the armrest to put on. The headliner is still sitting on the hood of the 65. We got some things to do. But I also mentioned earlier, we're doing this thing in phases. So I'm thinking this phase of the interior is done. And I think it's a great stopping point because we got other stuff to do. We need to make sure this thing passes inspection and then worry about making it cool. And that's where all the other things are going to come into play. Well, I don't want to give it away, but you're going to dig it. There'll be more interior work, a little customizing, just like we're going to do with the rest of the truck. But we got to get it all legit first. Now, at the end of last episode, I hope I didn't say I promised, because if I did, I broke a promise. But I said all the lighting is going to be all put back together and where it needs to be. That's not true. It's still scattered about. That's because we got the stuff in to finish the interior, and I really wanted to get that done, and I stand by my decision, guys. So we're going to leave this on a high note. I'm going to eventually go back into the house, but I might sit in there and just relax for a little while, guys, because you know what? I think I earned it. All right? So we say it all the time. If you want to have the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. We're clearly putting in the work, and she's getting cooler every episode. So make sure you guys keep coming back because, well, I just said, she's going to keep getting cooler. And how are you going to know if you're not here to watch it? So, do all the YouTube stuff, subscribe, like, and whatnot. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.